Hello and welcome to Nobody Gives the News. In news today, we're going to be talking about the blockades of Germany and how it's affecting Europe as a whole. As if you don't know, the blockades of Germany was an attempt by Britain and the Allied powers to weaken Germany and the Nazi army. So far, the attempts of the blockades of Germany are going quite successful, amazingly, and it's weakening Germany. The German Board of Public Health announced that thousands of German civilian lives have been killed from starvation and disease due to the case of the blockades. But even knowing that the Germans don't really care about other civilian lives, it's kind of a bad thing, but you never know, it could actually be affecting the army itself. In other news, we have one of our field reporters, Aymane. He's going to be talking about in America with the Japanese internment camps and interviewing someone who's a part of it. With that, Aymane, I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, let's get started. I'm here to talk to you about Japanese internment camps. Let's start with Pearl Harbor, the Japanese bombing on a U.S. naval base, which sparked the entrance of the U.S. into World War II. This also made the U.S. less trusting towards Japanese Americans. They were sent to these camps, called the Japanese internment camps, and they were shut off from the rest of the U.S. There they were given shelter, food, and jobs. Now we will interview a Japanese American, John.
This is John. Good evening, Aymane. Here in this Japanese internment camp, it's full of other Japanese American citizens just like me. It may seem racist because it is. The living conditions here are awful. We are constantly monitored by armed guards, and we have to eat only what they give us. I feel like we are not given our civil rights, and we should be able to live with the rest of U.S. Back to you, Aymane.
Wow, those are some powerful words from a victim of these camps. As you can see, he is not in favor of desegregating camps. Now back to you, John.
Thanks, Aymane, for that interesting report about the Japanese internment camps. Before we go on to other news, we have a message from our sponsors.
Here in my victory garden, as you can see here, just bought a war bond. But you know what I like more than money? Supporting the war effort. I support with the war once a day by eating the food from my victory garden and letting the stores give food to the soldiers. Support the war today. War bonds! Just buy war bonds!
On to our next story with our field reporter Jack on the labor unions announcing that they're not going to be going to strike during the war.
Over here in New York, a major city dealing in the growth of industrialization, where I am speaking with some of the people in major labor unions who have decided to postpone strikes during war times. I'd like to welcome Maine. And with that, here's Maine.
Hi, Ulrik. I'm part of a labor union myself, and I can't say I agree with businesses, but we as the people of the U.S. need to support the war in every way we can. In order to keep peace at home, and during the war, they shall not give us unfair conditions. We must also not go on strike, or we would make problems in the U.S. during the war. Also, I heard that a lot of other people are still going on strike. I can't agree with them, though. We have to support our country in their time of need. Those are my thoughts on the opinion, and thank you for listening to me.
Thank you for not acting like the other labor unions and being extremely cooperative. America is already dealing with the war. We don't need to deal with other things. Back to you, John.
Thank you for viewing Nobody Gives the News. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. And remember, get to the victory garden and buy a war bond. Join us next time on Nobody Gives the News. We hope to see you again.